I've got this kind of theory that when I was actually born, I'm sorry, Mum, over there. Yeah, she's going to be shying away now because she knows I'm talking about her. I've got this theory that actually when I was born, my mum was actually in the labour room, and then there was a countdown to midnight. And at that time, the midwife pulled my mum's arm, shouted, "Happy New Year!" and I got shot across the room with umbilical streamers to follow. When I was also, on the day that I was born as well, Don't You Want Me Baby by Human League was number one. I don't know whether you know this song. Does everyone know that song? Yay! Yeah, it's a good song. I fucking hate it, right? I'm still getting phone calls off my mum playing that song to me down the phone, trying to remind me that that song was number one when I was born. The stupid thing is that it's like, it's one of these songs that it's like I'm always being constantly reminded by my mum over there that that song was number one. And you're gonna have to excuse me a second. One of the things is like I would be actually out in like a supermarket, and that song would actually come on the radio, on the supermarket. And all I can expect is my mum is actually going to jump out from the actual deli counter at some point and just go, "Esto, this was number one when you were born." Sorry, she's not actually Mexican, by the way. It's just one of those impressions that I seem to do whenever actually it comes about. I daren't even actually put Heart FM on if I'm actually getting cozy with a lady at home and that song comes on. I don't want to have to be the one that actually just, and that song comes on the radio, I don't want to be going, "No, Mum, leave me alone!" But the reason why I know this is because I actually quite like interesting facts. I like little things that play in your mind. One of the best, I seem to remember interesting facts more than I would say important things such as birthdays or anniversaries or paying for things in shops. But it's okay though, because if I ever get stopped by a security guard, I just tell him that I was thinking about the fact that I read something the other day that moles can actually travel 300 foot underground in one night. They let me off with that, that's fine. One of the best facts, and I always seem to remember this one, it sticks in my mind and I don't know why, there's something really strange about it, is that there is a certain species of butterfly that lives for only 3 days. And that is no fucking existence to have whatsoever, just living for 3 days. I mean, day one, you're born as a butterfly. You're there, you go to school as a butterfly, and you're spending your butterfly days playing with other butterflies. And you grow up, you're in teenage butterfly years. You have your butterflies, go out with your butterfly mates, have a few butterfly pints. Day two is all about... you have to get a job for a start. Probably working in a caterpillar nursery. And then you have to settle down with your butterfly wife, and you have your butterfly children, or caterpillars, as they commonly know. I'm not forgetting that part, by the way. So. Then day 3, you're getting a bit old now, and all you're doing is you're moaning about how day 1 butterflies. And how in day 1 butterflies is not the same as it used to be, and how day 1 butterflies should respect day 3 butterflies a little bit better. If you do live to day 4, you're talking a bit of shit, sitting around moaning about stuff. People are getting slightly concerned about you. They're sticking in like some kind of butterfly nursing home, and you probably get a letter from the butterfly queen, congratulating you on your 4th day. Another fact that I found, I do quite like this one, and I need to share it with you, because I didn't know about it before, and now I do, is that in Tokyo, in Japan, they sell toupees for dogs. I'll let you mull over that one, because there are certain things about that aspect. It's like, I've been to Tokyo myself, and I didn't see any of this going on. And I don't know whether the toupees are actually that good. I'm sorry, I'm not going to call them toupees. They're dog wigs. It's a dog wig. I don't know whether they're that good that I just didn't know it was happening. And the other thing that confuses me about the whole dog wig thing, does it cover the whole dog like a sheet? So you're walking around with like a hair ghost sort of thing? Or is it just a small monk patch on the top of their head. In which case there should be dogs going around with hats covering their bald self and kind of, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take my hat off then, sir. Sorry, dog. Carry on. I won't tell anyone, don't worry about it. It's a very strange thing, the dog wig thing. There is I'm going to go through these facts now. I'm listing them. I might as well get the whole list out. You're going to stay here for a while, by the way. Another interesting fact I actually found, there's 101 Dalmatians and Peter Pan are the actually only 2 Disney films that contain the parents throughout the whole proceeding of the film and they don't die. How fucking morbid is Disney? I'm surprised we submit our children to this shit. This depressing crap. I'm surprised that there aren't kids going up to the parents saying, Mom, why wasn't Dad shot in the woods the other day? It just surpasses me. Now, one of the things I actually love about the internet, or hate in the same way as well, is the fact you get this kind of information, but there's no one you can complain to. You can't complain to Google because it's free. You can't complain to these people writing crap on Wikipedia because it's free. Now, there are certain things on the internet that just can't. Even these little interesting facts, like the ones that I've got off tonight, they can't be fucking true at all. And the one I'm going to share with you tonight is literally one I found that there is no possible way it can be true. And it's about dogs again, by the way. I don't know what it is. There's some random person on the internet there writing shit about dogs. Dogs should be getting a complex with a wig. But this is the exact wording for it is, all Labrador Retrievers dream of bananas. There are 3 things I find specifically quite wrong with that. All Labrador, all of them, every single, that suggests that somebody has gone round, past, present and future, and interviewed every single Labrador Retriever. All of them. 2, Labrador Retrievers, it's quite specific. There are a lot of fucking dogs. There's Jack Russells, there's Shih Tzus, there's Chihuahuas, there's lots of them. And to actually specify Labrador Retrievers, either their research is shit and they've not moved on from Labrador Retrievers, or they're actually just gone, do you know what, Jack Russells, they won't even fucking tell us what they're dreaming of. And 3, bananas. Bananas is the worst part of it. I'm not quite sure what happens with this bit. And I don't know why they actually know that they dream of bananas. And I'm... Sorry, flashing. Hello. It's intimidating. I felt like Marilyn Monroe for a second there. Just need the vent. But bananas, I'm not quite sure how they were actually getting these. I can only assume that they said, what do you dream of? What do you dream of, Doc? What do you dream of? And they tried to say, because they must be dreaming of bones. There's no link between dogs and bananas. They must be dreaming of bones. But I don't think they can purse their lips to say, oh, bones. Dogs say bone. They can't say bones. They can't get their mouth and the dexterity. They've not got the capacity to say bones. They won't say that. I generally think they were trying to say bones, but it came as bananas. Oh, sorry, were you dreaming bananas? Oh my god, put it down. Labrador Retrievers, Jack Russells don't, they're just fucking off playing. Labrador Retrievers dream of bananas. It's brilliant, put it on the internet. And that's where that went. But as I was saying before, you can't complain to the internet. There is no internet commission like there is with the ITC, with the TV capacity and things like that. You can't complain. But what I love about there is a whole kind of like complaints handling thing, and I'm sorry again, Mum, because she is actually a complaints handler, and I would fucking hate to be a complaints handler. You have to listen to people moan constantly every day, in day out. I'd rather be a butterfly that lived for 3 days, to be honest. But I decided that what we should do, you should take it upon yourselves to actually write complaint letters or thank you letters or some kind of thing to companies just to cheer up their day. And I had a few ideas. Maybelline, girls in the audience, okay, Maybelline. I want you to send a complaint letter to Maybelline complaining that you're not quite sure whether it is Maybelline or not because there should be no maybe about it. Oil of Ulay. Sorry, Olay. I don't even know why they fucking changed the name because they just wanted to make people sound like flamenco dancers every time they entered the boots. What do you want? Olay! Thank you very much. Sorry, did you want this? Complain to Oil of Ulay. Olay. I don't give a shit which one. Complain to them you've been buying anti-aging cream for 5 years now and you're still having fucking birthdays. Thanks. Oh, round of applause, don't Oh, I actually thought of that one the other night when I was having a sleep. Okay. The other one I think of as well is like, I'm going to send a message or a kind of like a question to Apple, BlackBerry and Orange asking them if the use of their products constitutes towards your £5 a day. And also, is anybody actually in the crowd called George? This disappoints me quite a bit. If your name is George, or if you know somebody called George, does anyone know someone called George?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Oh, it's brilliant. Okay, tell your friend George to send a thank you letter to Asda thanking them for already sewing the name tag in your t-shirt that you bought. It's nice and prepared, isn't it? I took it upon myself to actually write a complaint letter fairly recently under the guise of a disgruntled old lady called Audrey Davis. Now, she was writing to Kellogg's. Well, I was writing to Kellogg's. She was writing. It's a bit of an alter ego situation. I'm not quite sure whether I'm Audrey Davis anymore, actually. Audrey Davis was writing to Kellogg's. She was complaining that that particular morning she almost choked on a Rice Krispie. Now, almost choking on a Rice Krispie is kind of like saying that you almost slipped on a wet floor, but you weren't there that day. It's kind of a near-death situation which doesn't really need to be contemplated. Now, I was kind of hoping for them to send a very confused and slightly condescending letter back to me. But what actually happened was they took it quite seriously, as the big corporation that Kellogg's is, and they sent me a letter saying, I'm sorry for your near kind of death experience, but we've sent you a sample bag, so you can send us a sample of the Rice Krispies that you almost choked on. Now, by this point, I was trying to kind of play a bit of a game with Rice Krispies, a bit kind of a tennis bat and ball situation. So I can't send them the Rice Krispies because I know they're going to do tests and they're going to go, look, you can fucking choke on these things. What, you retard? So what I decided to do instead was like, right, I'm going to play their own game. So I took the sample bag and I sent them Weetabix. Now, they haven't quite got back to me yet. I'm sure they're doing scientific tests on what looks like a giant Rice Krispie. But when they do send you back, I will let you all know. Thank you for coming. Good night.